Coach, everything was a fight tonight, the most lead changes you've had in a game this season. How would you describe this one in the end, in that overtime?
I mean, it was a great game. Well played by both teams. All credit to them. They made enough of the buckets and plays when they needed to. We had a couple key breakdowns in overtime that really hurt us. We just kept finding a way to, with the big lineup, I really liked it. It was good. So it brought us back in the game. So.
Especially Jaden McDaniel is a huge second half for him, a season-high scoring night. What do you think of his performance?
Yeah, it was great. He was real confident, stepped into a shot, let it go. I think we did, we needed it too. We really needed someone else to step up and score for us. So.
Excuse me, Chris, the second chance points allowing, is that kind of one of the things that allowed the Kings to
that's 14 offensive rebounds. There was a bunch of 50-50 balls that we kind of watched, in the middle of the floor down the stretch. If we just secure those, we can probably control the end of the game better. With the size we had out there, that's really kind of inexcusable. So.
And then did you, on the 1-3 that Monk got, were Rudy and Nas a little crossed up there? Did you see anything?
Rudy tried to switch himself back out of a matchup from the bottom of the floor. You can't do it, so.
Kind of felt like a Kings pace game. They were really trying to run, the whole time. What didn't work, or how did that hurt you guys, their pace there?
I mean, this 19-0 fast break points, kind of tells a story in that regard. But, we've never been a team that, puts up a lot of fast break points. I thought there were times in the game when they surged ahead, it was, it was in transition. When we made it a half-court game, I thought that we were able to come back in. So, yeah, I mean, they did a good job getting out in transition at times, but I didn't think that was the thing that hurt us as much as, offensive rebounding.
After three quarters, I think Cat and Mike had 1-3 combined. Was that something the Kings were doing, or just?
Yeah, I mean, they were, they were pretty aggressive on the ball. They were trapping pick and roll. I thought we did a good job of kicking out for the most part. Sometimes we did and sometimes we did, but, they didn't really leave Cat's body. They rotated around him, which is why Jaden and Nas had so many clean and open looks tonight.
How far away from 100% is Rudy right now, do you think?
Physically?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe 85% or something like that. I don't know.
Chris, it was 14-0 in the first quarter against Memphis. The other night it was 15-2 tonight. Is there anything that stands out to you, or you pinpoint the slow starts?
Yeah, we've been getting off to really slow starts because we're back to fighting the game right out of the gate. This is what we did in January. We're going into a crowd. We're not making an easy pass. We're trying to get ourselves going rather than get the offense going. And it's just there's no ball, no fluidity, no nothing that's there. So.
You guys have been pretty successful at home this year. Sacramento's beaten you twice here. With some of their personnel, taking that Ant was out for the second half and Fox was out for them tonight, though. Do they present different matchup problems for you with their personnel that maybe other teams do?
I'm not sure. We like how we match up against them. They move you around a lot, so it puts Cat and Nas in a lot of action. But, when we had the big lineup out there, is actually when we were able to contain them best. So, I don't really know what to make of that. So, but yeah, they have an identity. They play to it every single night. We know what works and what doesn't work against them. And, tonight, I think our slow start and the offensive rebounding were, things that sunk us.